Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this channel. And today we'll be reading the book Stephen Hawking's Black Holes, the BBC Reith Lectures. I'm very much interested in reading these kinds of books, and we'll be reading this today. So we'll start off with the introduction, which is given by the new science editor David Schuckman. So let's begin. Introduction by David Schuckman. Everything about Stephen Hawking is a source of fascination. The plight of a genius trapped in an alien body. Everything about Stephen Hawking is a source of fascination. The plight of a genius trapped in an ailing body. The hint of a smile brightening a face in which only a single muscle can move. The distinctively robotic voice inviting us to share the exhilaration of discovery as his mind roams through the strangest corners of the universe. Against all the odds, this remarkable figure has transcended the usual boundaries of science. His book, A Brief History of His book, A Brief History of Time, sold a staggering 10 million copies. Cameo roles in popular comedy shows, invitations to White House, and a well-received movie about his life have confirmed him as a celebrity. He has received nothing less than becoming the most famous scientist in the world. In the 1960s, he was given 2 years to live when he was diagnosed with motor neuron disease. But more than half a century later, he is still researching, writing, traveling, and regularly appearing in the news. His daughter Lucy, explaining this extraordinary drive, describes him as enormously stubborn. Whether through the pain of his personal story or his ability to enthuse, Hawking captures the imagination. He recently warned the humankind. He recently warned that humankind faced a series of disasters of its own making, from global warming to artificially engineered viruses. And an article reporting his words was the most read on BBC website that day. It is a terrible irony that such a great communicator cannot have a normal conversation. For interviews, the questions have to be sent in advance. Some years ago, his staff warned me not to attempt small talk because his answers, even to the briefest questions, take so long to compose. In the excitement of meeting him, however, I could not resist blurting out, "How are you?" and then had to wait guiltily for his reply. He was fine. In his Cambridge office, a board is covered with equations. Mathematics of the most rarefied kind is the currency of cosmology. But Stephen Hawking's unique contribution to scientific research is to harness the approaches of apparently every very different specialisms. Most famously, he was the first to investigate the vast realm of space using scientific techniques devised to study the tiny particles inside atoms. His colleagues in this fiendishly complex field might fear that their work can never be made intelligible to the public. Yet, striving to reach a wider audience is a Hawking trademark. In this year's BBC Reith lectures, he rose to the challenge of summarizing a lifetime's insights into black holes in two 15-minute talks. And for those who are curious but perplexed, or enthralled by the ideas but nervous about the science, I have added notes at key points to offer a helping hand.